It's me, Happy-Tec, and today we have something new, for me at least. I have never showed how to mod something, and I've always wanted to, so yeah, let's just get to that. Today we're going to be modding this here, I'll put this down so you can see it, there you go. This little Busby double shot, and I actually had one of these before, but it was the old traditional side-by-side design. It's the over and under, which I honestly don't like. But yeah, there we go. I decided to get this because, you know, why not try and mod this and see what people would think. So I guess we'll just see how that goes. Here we go. Here we are about to mod the double shot. First things first, I want this thing to be a sawn-off because I have a feeling that inside the barrel there's a lot of something called barrel drag, and I'm guessing the darts may hit that occasionally, and that's what may get you the shorter ranges for this blaster. The old one had enough range to probably compare with an unmodified long shot. This one barely gets, I don't know, past 15 feet. The other one got like 25, 30 maybe. So, the way I'm going to mark it is instead of using a pencil and a ruler, which I lost, I think. Yeah, I lost my ruler. Oh, great. Oh, man, I'm not good at this. Anyway, I'm just going to use a piece of painter's tape, which will actually be a physical line to follow rather than a one drawn on the barrel. So, let me make sure it's lined up with the other side. There we go. That's the point we're gonna cut before. So after we saw the barrel off, I'm gonna just sand it so it's smoother, and also so I could possibly paint in the future. So let's get to sawing this thing off. Let me get my protection on. Now I'm just using the weight of this saw to do the work. I'm not actually putting any pressure because it'll start to warp the blade here. Because the blade I'm using is pretty thin, but it works to cut through the plastic. If I do manage to cut this at an angle, what I'm going to do with the sandpaper is sand it until it's very flat and level. I'm just using very even strokes to get sawn. Now you can cut this anywhere you want. You can pretty much cut it up to here because all the mechanic work is up here. So you can probably make this a little pistol that is cut up to here. It'll give you absolutely no accuracy except from the shell itself, which I'll show later. But you know, it's up to you. Me, I like an old-fashioned looking sawn-off. So you keep going. Look at that. Nice, perfect saw. Alright. As you can see, it is not entirely straight, so I do have some more work to do. Yes, I'm about to saw off. Whoops. About to saw off the stock here. Pretty much just this hidden compartment. The reason being is, first of all, the stock is just not long enough. When I try to shoulder it, it's so far up, you might as well just have it, you know, be a pistol grip. So, luckily for me, it's really easy because if you look in the light, if I can angle this right, oh no, there we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. If you can see that clearly, you can see there's just a slight little line where there's material, and that's easy because if you see there, I'm just gonna follow that supposed. See, there we go. I'm just gonna follow that and see what happens. And also make sure to keep your thumb obviously away from the saw, otherwise your thumb is not gonna have a good day. Neither is your medical bill. Now let's just go back upstairs after I sand this in my room, and let's see what we can do internally. Believe it or not, the double shot, Busby double shot, how you want to say it, is actually quite simple in the way it primes. The only reason it looks like it's complicated is because of the string and the clicking noises. What's actually happening is when you release this, hard to do one-handed. When you release this, and then you start cocking, pulling this string right here, and what happens is that the catch is engaged right here, which allows it to get cocked. That's pretty much what's happening. And the two-stage trigger is actually just this. 1, 2. That's pretty much it. It pretty much just releases the sear at a slightly sooner time than the other. You could practically make a new piece, whatever you want, out of not cardboard, metal, plastic, carbon fiber, fiberglass if you want, or whatever you want. And you can pretty much make these both at the same time, so it's pretty much one pull will release both, and the other one will just be there. That's the way I'm getting at this. The previous system of having all these pulleys made it really slow and cumbersome to reload. So to remove it, all I did was pretty much just cut the rope. Locking it the old way, it wouldn't actually be utilizing all the clicks. There would actually be, I think, 2 more clicks you could do. So yeah, so I'm gonna I'm just gonna use the pull method. I'm gonna attempt to do, which is, as we all know, with the double shot, it has this famous eject the shells thing, which some people don't like. Now, I took a quicker look at the ejection mechanism, and it was actually quite simple in the way it functioned. When we open it up, look closely, let me get a shell. When you insert these shells, you notice there's these 2 white tabs. Okay? Okay. And then what happens next is when you insert them, it'll click into place. Now, the way it works in terms of ejection is, you see this little black bar? That's pretty much just a piece of plastic screwed on in place. And this part here is what actually makes it eject. That clicking you hear, that's actually the ejector resetting. So when you open it again, there we go, it opens. Now the mod I'm thinking of doing is, you'll still be able to have the ejection, but you can control when you want it to eject, so you don't lose your shells. So you have ample enough time to put your hand in the way, and then it'll eject. The way I'm going to do it is simply just go in and take this part out. So not only do you have the benefit of ejecting if you want it, but you also control when you want it, instead of having to take out the springs and just pretty much dump it out. So, taking apart the gun, the ejection mechanism is actually quite simple. You have the springs in the barrel right here given. But what works is, oh, that's weird, that whenever you actually press it, this little piece here, oh, well, whenever you press that, this little white piece right here pushes down on it, and in turn, giving it the ability to move out the way. Take it out, if I can. There we go. Now that this piece is removed and this is back together, you can see how it all works now. So let me put the shells back in here. So now, whenever you eject the gun and you push forward, the gels will only eject if you push the little white button. Go to sand and paint this. I'm gonna have to take off the little double shot sticker. So let's just take it off. And come on. Okay. What to do is sand it, sand this part right here, cut this little knob off, and paint it with some spray paint. Hopefully I can do it right. Oh, so we're back. And I have sanded the pieces, the barrel, the sides, and the hand grip. The only part left to do is we'll just go in there, and I already taped off the areas I don't want black. So the barrel's gonna be black. The whole hinge part is gonna be black, and then this part that are taped off are gonna be well, this one's gonna be black, but these parts are gonna be brown. The only reason why I take this is so I don't end up painting over the mechanism and causing issues. First, I'm gonna use primer, just so I can get a good even coat along the whole gun. So, I painted the parts, and I'm ready to put it back all together and show you the final thing. I accidentally forgot to tape off the orange tip. Oh, here it is. The finished, finished gun. Looks nice. There's the ejectors, and now you could just manually eject it. Because if I were to take out the ejectors, the bullets would fall way too far into the chamber, and it wouldn't be able to get a proper seal on the back here, so I just decided to leave it in. If I were to take it out, I probably would have to figure out a way to keep those two ejectors in the same spot. Well, not the same spot, but like enough to so it the bullets will be flush. So let's go see what it's like now to shoot. Alright, so here it is, the finished product. It's the Son-Off modified Busby, whatever you want to call it. It now just freely falls. The extractors are in our manual, and they're now manual, so you know when to eject it. That's up to you. I just scratched off the paint to reveal the original orange barrel, so now it's not apparently illegal or anything. I did a pretty good sanding job on the back to make it look like it's rounded. I hope it's an okay job, of the best. I took off the little clip here because I was too heavy for the spring, because whenever you shoot, if it was down like this, it would try to push up or pull up the spring, and well, it would cause some issues. So let's just shoot the gun. There's two types. You have the original suction darts and Nerf darts. For some reason it does a lot better with the Nerf darts. There you go. Let's just see. Oh yeah, forgot I have to there we go. Okay. Cool. Alright. So now if I want to eject, I can just press this button. Okay. If you could see that the ranges are now farther now, because I'm using Nerf darts, which I'll probably be using from now on. And so that's about it. It's my very first mod on a gun like this. That actually, I don't know, just a little mod. So the Busby double shot, my very first actual mod I tried per se. And now you can actually just catch the shells when they eject, so you don't lose them. So anyway, that's about it. That's the gun. That's the Busby double shot. If you guys liked it, yeah, not much. Anyway, my name is Happy-Tec, and yeah. So until then, I'll be signing off.